Alright, folks, can y'all hear us now? Can you hear us now?
Can they hear us? I have my mic all the way up.
There we go. No, so what it was, my output and input was off, so wasn't you. But as you can see, you're on West Coast in 3-4. Alright, let's do this again, and let's do it right this time.
Okay, I think I found the quote. We will chase perfection, we will chase it relentlessly, knowing full well we will never attain it, but along the way we shall catch excellency.
There we go.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Well, I'm rooting for you guys. I don't, unfortunately, have Phil in here with me, so I'm not going to do a prediction. But I'm going to ask you people in chat, who do you think's going to win this? Best team in Canada.
If y'all don't say Hammerheads right now, I will go into that.
No. Come on.
We might not have a defense, but we got Zach Mouse, so.
You got a good offense.
We got a good offense. I just got to find the right up. How do I put it? I want to call it scheme. I know it's not called scheme, but I want to call it scheme. But the perfect scheme. I know there's no such thing.
Sounds good. So let me ask you a question. Can the Hammerheads still win this?
Maybe.
Alright. And Mouse is sacked.
Well, this is a great start. Are you for sure it's on West Coast?
Moore isn't old. Wait, were you saying Moore is in like Henry Moore? He's not old. He's on his third season.
Okay. Okay, that's my fault. I thought he was a very old veteran.
No, Joseph and Picard are old. Moore is not, and that's going to be a punt from Ox to the North, which is going to get caught by Mitchell Goat Bitsky.
Okay. I had to take that name in for a second.
Slash, you are, as Dotson is going to torch the entire Hammerheads defense for a good chunk of yards. I don't think you ever got a contract, Slash. As Chico Cortez is going to be short of the first.
There you go. We are horrible about dump-offs.
And dropped. Resib, I don't think so. And that's a touchdown by Cosmos Trent Fury. Las Vegas takes a 7-0 as Meatwad will sign the check.
I am nervous already.
Nah, it's one drive.
Well, whenever your O-line gives out, that makes me nervous as a GM.
I'm so excited for 21 and getting rid of that instant sack. Mouse has time.
Right there. Yep.
Gives it to Picard. Picard's going to get a handful of yards. And he avoids the instant sack. Finds Holland. Holland's got a good chunk of change.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like people underrate Picard.
Picard's really good.
He's amazing. I would say he's our best player on our roster.
That's
guaranteed.
Fair. I think the problem is the value that a running back has in this league as it currently stands.
It's not like Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 where running backs were amazing.
Right.
It's turning into a passing league like the NFL.
Yes. And it's 2nd and 2 as that offsides will be there. 6-2 coming out. Play action. He's got Holland, and Holland has nothing but daylight. Hammerheads tie this thing up.
I'm trying to find who made that block right there.
I think it was Moore, but I have no idea.
I don't know. I can't tell. No, this is where things get fun.
So now, if the Hammerheads defense can get a stop, a pick, or something, all of a sudden, they could be in a great spot. Case, back to pass, short pass to Botterman for 5. Green Army, I would agree with your assessment that Marino is the best Yoda of all time, as Chico Cortez will get the first. 6-2 from the Hammerheads. And Gase is going to find the blocks. He's got nothing but space. And Dotson, again, with a huge gain. And that'll bring up the end of the first. 7-all.
Green 17. Green 17. Ready. Hike.
As Cosmos Strand Fury will moss 7 for the first down.
Green 3.
Zach
As
Mouse
long as
says,
we
what
can have
defense?
one stop, I'll be happy.
21. Black 21.
Don't worry, Zach. Our first draft pick will most likely be a defensive player.
As that one's going to be incomplete, and it's 3rd and 10.
Red 23.
Unless an offensive player blows me away, we most likely will be selecting a defensive player.
I mean, I've got a player that is offensive and awesome in this draft class. That is the Narwhals running back. What kind of lore questions? Any and all, Mr. Green Army. Any and all. And so Hammerhead's red zone defense shows up and keeps Vegas to basically a field goal.
Blue 19.
For once.
As another instant sack is going to get Mouse. Katzman has been feasting on them.
Black 11. Ready. Hike.
Yeah, our offensive line is not great.
Deep bomb downfield. It's dangerous. Moore has it.
More!
And a pass
Yes,
interference is going to bring it back.
No more!
Green 46. Green. Hike.
Unpopular opinion, Nikita was the greatest Aztec of all time. Not even close.
I was
Picard,
drafted by the Aztecs, and I know I'm not the greatest of all time.
and unfortunately, that Moore penalty really set them back, and it's going to have to be a punt.
Yeah. Is it also just me, or is this our first touchdown after 2 games?
I don't know.
Just being
I
shut
haven't.
out in 3 points.
I have not been following that.
'Cause I think that was our first touchdown, like in 3 after 2 games.
Go.
As JQ is going to get a first, Madagascar is going to burn a timeout.
47.
Our DB just sat right there and just watched him. He's like, oh, I should probably move.
As Lucario is going to get a handful.
Blue 26. Blue 26.
Gase is going to be sacked.
For once. The pressure finally works for once.
This is our defensive coordinator calling the offense now. As Cortez is only going to get 2 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 12.
No, this is your GM calling the defense right now.
And Dotson breaks one, but can't get the full way, so they're going to bring out Meatwad again.
The powerful one.
Look, Meatwad's going to make it from about 50.
Yeah. No, Meatwad is not MVP. I could say a bunch of other people that deserve it more than him. He's a great kicker, no doubt about
Ooh,
it. But
dangerous,
holy
but
crap.
Boateng has it.
Boateng!
42-yard pass.
On this offense.
Name one, William Slayton.
William Slayton, Tom Holland. Do I need to go on?
As Picard is going to run for a good chunk of yards there. Mouse under pressure.
You got D.
Wide open, Boateng, and Madagascar takes the lead. Who won MVP last year? Wasn't Espelone, was it?
It might have been. No, I can't remember his face. I know who it is.
Give me the team.
I think it was a wide receiver. Give me a second. I'm going hunting.
All right, Gase back to pass. And Lucario's got the first, but time is ticking. They're still not in Meatwad's range. They have maybe one more play before Watt is going to try and do it. Dotson is tackled for a loss, though. And while the Hammerheads will be kicking it off to start the half, they are able to, barring a play here being absolutely dangerous, and it's not, stave off.
MVP in the majors last year was Greg Gase. I was completely wrong.
Oh, yeah, no, he had a wild season.
Yeah.
And you're playing against him this season, right now.
Yeah.
And so, speaking of the defending MVP, here is Greg Gase and the Las Vegas
Speaking
Venom
of the
offense. So that one's going to be incomplete.
Green three, hike.
Cosmo Strain Fury is going to get 5.
We are very, very horrible on short passes and short play.
6-2 coming out. There's nothing but
He's got someone
space.
deep, yeah, right
And
there.
it's a pick! Jordan Miller. Javon Miller? Javon Miller.
Javon.
And Boateng's going to get 9.
Honestly, I'm just trying to remember which one I'm resigning and which one I'm not.
Picard is going to be blocked by his own man, and so it's 3rd and 5 now. Go-Kart Mozart's credited with the tackle for the loss. Pitch to Picard. Picard's going to be there, and they're going to have to punt, unfortunately. So, Las Vegas gets
1
out of
point
the
lead.
pick with no harm.
I don't think anyone really needs a new QB.
No team needs a quarterback, Mr. Lion Nikita. As Gase, back to pass. This time he has Cortez. Cortez has nothing but daylight. Cortez is going to take it to the house.
Hold on. That DB just did a 180 and blocked
He got
Venom.
Yeah, no, I think the Venom guy blocked him.
That was funky.
Yeah, I'm really excited for 21, which is we will be on next season. Because Go Swallow Glass brings up a good point of why do we run on 3rd and long?
Because why not?
Yeah, so what's good about 21 is you're going to be able to make it situational. As Boateng is going to get a good chunk. I want to point out,
and hate at the same time.
They went for 7. They didn't go for 8. That could be huge. As Picard is going to be short of the first.
Oh, this is a run-up in the middle or play action.
And it's going to be an insta-sack.
Good job, center. Okay. Why is this game so close?
I'm so excited for 21.
I'm excited for 21 as well because I actually know I can probably trust my team. Okay.
And Dotson's going to be just short of the first.
2nd inches.
2nd and inches.
You got
Deep bomb downfield, and that's going to be deflected. Whoever's number 7 is credited with that.
Honestly, I don't know the numbers. I just know the names.
And the fullback Botterman does get the first, but time is ticking. We are going to see a 4th quarter with a 6-point game. Pitch to Dotson, and 4's in chat, everyone.
Okay, Madagascar. I swear to God. If we lose to an expansion team.
Red 16. Red 16. Black 8. Black 8.
6-2 coming out. Botterman doesn't have the speed. He does make 2 people miss, but they're going to bring out Miwad. This is going to make it a 9-point game if he makes it.
They are smart. They could just won this game right here.
We'll see. We've still got plenty of football left.
But you're also talking about the Hammerheads defense, so.
Green Army, I haven't done podcasts on the weekend in a while because I've just run out of time in my life. Mouse has 3 blitzes coming at him. So no, you haven't missed them.
Screen?
I just haven't had the time.
I hope that was a screen because I hope our offensive lineman just didn't die right
Yeah,
there.
it probably is. This is 3rd and 13. They will be going for it on 4th.
Yeah, right there.
Boateng is going to be short.
Don't run the ball for the love of the gall.
And they're going to run it.
Jesus.
And that'll do it. Las Vegas is going to win.
We just lost to expansion team. I want to bang my head till it explodes right now.
I get that. On the other hand, keep in mind that of the expansion teams, this one went the Wallabies strategy of getting a bunch of people in free agency.
Yeah, they stole like half my free agents I wanted.
Yeah, they stole half of the free agents most people
And,
wanted.
and I only wanted 5.
Yeah. So, I wouldn't be too disheartened by this. You guys did play well. It just the defense and the instant sacks the instant sacks are going to go, and unfortunately, they were kind of the biggest nail in the coffin.
Whoop-de-doo, we're going to win another game of field goal.
Plus side doesn't change the score difference, so you could still win this.
We could.
2 deep bombs.
Okay, Devin, Mouse, O-line, do some magic.
As Moore is going to run backwards and actually gain nothing.
I think that defensive player pushed him backwards.
House is going to be sacked. Is Trench
At least he
Warfare a
got out of
rookie?
bounds.
And that one's going to hurt as well. It's 4th and 30. Trench Warfare is just giving up, it seems. And they avoid the safety. Moore has a bit of distance, but he's not going to get it. As Strain Fury gets the first, they're going to burn the clock, and that'll do it. Venom win 26-14.
I thought we were gonna win this game.
I get that. I had bets on you too, if it makes you feel better. I thought you had this one.
It makes me feel a lot worse.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
Mouse actually threw really damn well, though.
He played his heart out.
Not only did he play his heart out,
His
he
team just died on
didn't
him.
miss a single throw. He was 15 for 15.
Zach, if you're listening, you are the future of the Super Casual Sim Football League. I'm sorry that you're on a horrible team right now.
All
I
right,
should probably leave before I make my ulcer worse.
that's fair. We're in Fort Mingo now.
Y'all have a nice night.
Thank you, you too. Toasty, who do we got in this game? We got Mingo's, aha, and the dominant Wallabies. And Webb is here, so Webb can let his team know they're playing. So I will let my team know we're playing. Sorry, I should have specified hashtag dominant.
Clear low wins.
Woohoo! Alright, so you got one in this game.
I actually have the Wallabies.
Alright. Our experts don't.
I think the Wallabies secondary is good enough to cause Strobel a lot of problems.
Fair enough. How are you doing, Toasty?
I'm doing good. Been a while since I've been in the booth.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you.
Blue 47. Blue.
Just finished packing up for my move tomorrow.
Yay. How long of a move is it?
Red 44. Red 44.
About an hour.
That's not bad. As Botterman is going to get nowhere.
Blue 4. Blue 4.
And Mickey Mouse is going to get 15 yards on that run.
33. Blue 33. Ready.
And McMorris is going to be insta-sacked. Joseph Dredd gets to him.
7.
DG, it's a great question as to what baseball team plays on this field. The answer is the Junction Point Yellowhammers.
Who is the Wallabies kicker now?
The Wallabies kicker is Chinstrap Pengu. Did he just miss that? I'm sorry, I was talking to my wife for a second.
Yeah, he did. 51 yards he missed it from.
Blue 26. Hike.
Yeah, it's true. That is a lore question. DG, you've got to redeem your points for that.
Blue 47.
I doinked it.
47. Go.
Hello, Odeon. How's it going? Strobel back to pass and overthrows.
Green.
Providence C. Rab, who's somehow listed as a wide receiver, is credited with causing fluster.
Set.
DG has now redeemed the lore question about the Yellowhammers. And that's going to be a punt from Pablo. Toasty, you were right. The Wallabies defense has given Strobel fits.
Green 1. Green 1. Tonight.
And Mickey Mouse is making a cartoon out of the Flamingos defense.
Black 41.
He's a rookie, right?
Hike.
He is.
Black 5. Black 5.
From what I have been able to tell from my last couple of streams I watched, he's been actually doing quite good.
He's been doing phenomenal. He might actually win my Offensive Rookie of the Year vote over Chico Cortez. And that'll bring up the end of the first. Score is tied, I believe, as they say in Europe, 0-0. I see Tom Hanks is here, so if he can confirm, that'd be great.
That was a big drop there on third down.
Absolutely. There have been a lot of mental errors this game from both teams. And that one's going to be deflected. Love is tennis. That one I know. Strobel finds Webb for a handful of yards, and that'll be his first reception for 4.
Ready. Go.
And Botterman gets the first.
Blue 26.
Tippy-toed his way to the first.
I love a good Botterman play. What can I say? SD Course saying he stepped out. Man, the Wallabies are showing up in force for this game as Brewer is tackled for a loss of 3 by Tuco Salamanca. And that one's going to be deflected.
I didn't know that Tuco was still in the league. I thought
He
he had
is.
retired by now.
No. You should watch yesterday's Kings Binaries if you like bot play. Oh boy. I might have to. As McMorris back to pass.
He has to be one of the... Tuco has to be one of the last people left from the Wallabies' dominant force.
Yeah. Apache. Apache in that, and McMorris is going to overthrow there. That's going to be complete. Mickey Mouse is going to get a couple. Oh, Slayton and Gray as well. Yeah. Although, TH, I would actually disagree with Gray because she spent a season on the Frost Giants Bears. Play action here. Deep bomb downfield, wide open is Von Ubercastle getting the pick.
That's it.
I know. And now the Flamingos can really do some damage as Jordals is left to his own devices. What game is Denver? Denver is game 6 at Odeon, so they're not for a little while. And SD
This
course.
isn't a position. This isn't a position the Wallabies have been used to getting into, being behind early.
Nah, well, last season. That was a clutch play from Von Ubercastle, and the Wallabies say we're going to strike back as Colt Remington Wellington gets a huge catch there. As that one's going to be deflected. They're not making these deep throws, and I think it's killing New Zealand.
Looks like McMorris targeted his helmet there.
Yeah, and Mickey Mouse is going to make one man miss and step out of bounds at about the 7. And Tidwell, I don't know if SD Core, if you're still here, but you just got a touchdown. As Chinstrap to Pengu will make that extra point. And the Wallabies have tied this up. Minute 34 in the first half.
Makes you wonder if that missed early field goal is going to come back to haunt the Wallabies.
You know, it might. Misses tend to really hurt. It also means that they have longer to go. I'm pretty sure if one thing has been really hurting the Wallabies, the change from Meatwad to Chinstrap to Pengu has been a drop-off, as Brewer is going to stutter step his way for 12 yards there. Or close to. Maybe 6. Deep bomb downfield is Jordals again. I'm going to give a suggestion to the Wallabies defense. They should maybe cover the Hall of Fame tight end. He might do some damage. And so now, with 45 seconds or so, Wallabies have 2 timeouts and a chance to tie it up. Yeah, no, Forrest, I take full responsibility for that. Actually, if it makes you feel better, TH, I apparently had myself at like 55 speed for like 4 straight weeks. Because I forgot to put in my formula for my player. Self-sabotage, as that's a quick 3 and out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Flamingos will start with the ball, right?
Yes, you guys opened up with the ball.
Hello, LBG. It goes well. How about for you? And DG with the comment of telling them to go for it, those cowards, but they will not. And so this is probably the last play of the half.
Anyone who fails to go for it doesn't deserve to play football.
There we go. Phil's got it. Nice to see you in the booth, Phil.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to have remembered the stream is happening before I missed it.
That's fair. That's fair. And so
Hey,
now...
Toasty, nice to see you in the booth.
It's good to be back in the booth.
You know what? Nowhere is as nice as the booth. We've got refreshments, we've got air conditioning, we've got a door.
We do? LBG is about to have steak and potatoes. That sounds good. As Strobel is going to throw once again off target.
Pretty standard for him.
And he's going to be sacked there as the screen pass can't develop fast enough.
Oh, what a beautiful play.
It's typical to be throwing off target when your O-line is constantly failing you.
I don't think he'd know much about that.
All right, so play action from McMorris. Wallabies have a chance to tie it up, and they're going to throw a pick. Von Ubercastle will get his second of the night. 6-2 coming from the Wallabies.
You know what? The Mingos are still in the process of reclaiming our former glory, but no one can get one past us. Look at that beautiful potential interception. That's a Strobel special.
I mean, if we want to talk about this, it's kind of wild. The Flamingos have not been able to do anything on offense, but the defense has been really bailing them out as Pablo's kick. Phil! Say the...
What a
Toasty,
beautiful long miss.
I'm now going to say this. I don't think that the missed field goal matters anymore. From Chinstrap.
I mean,
And it's
only
actually
being
kind of
down-
interesting.
Only being down 4 points would have been helpful for them.
It's interesting because that's twice this game, and it's only a low wins game.
And Mickey Mouse on the sideline is going to fumble out of bounds, and because of a weird bug, it's going to basically just net 0.
Oh yeah, you know what? Our players knew exactly what they were doing. They targeted that. They played it perfectly.
And Tidwell will
Had
get the
them back.
first.
You know what? We can't win them all.
And McMorris is going to overthrow.
You know what? He was under heavy pressure.
He was. He made the right choice.
Do you know if they fixed that fumble bug for 21?
I believe they did.
You know what? I like that fumble bug.
I don't. I'm gonna shoot it over to Danny though, just in case, to make sure that they
Oh,
do
look,
it.
we let him get the first down, boys. Here we go. You know what? This is red zone offense. Nothing is more unreliable.
And Tidwell gets his second touchdown of the night. We have seen nothing but 2s tonight. We have seen 2 missed kicks. We have seen 2 touchdowns from Tidwell and 2 interceptions from Ubercastle.
And 2 touchdowns from Jordals.
Yes, that's true.
We've already had 2 failed predictions from prior.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Red 10. Red 10.
Do we have a bet on this game?
We don't. And Jordals is going to get a catch, but it's not going to be taken to the house this time.
You
I
know
believe
what?
they're in Pablo's field goal range now.
Oh, they absolutely are, as Wilford will get this one.
You know what? When our offense works, it really just rolls.
As Wilford's going to get the first. All right, guys. 4s in chat. We've got a tie game here.
Red 9. Red 9. Set.
All right, give it to Brewer.
They give it to Jordals.
Acceptable.
He's got 184 yards on the night on 7 targets and 5 receptions.
Yeah, it's okay.
Wilford's going to be short. It's 3rd and 7.
If we could try and move forward.
Yeah, you don't want to try to have them target it real long, because they'll throw it like that.
Yeah, you're right.
And so they're going to settle for a Pablo field goal. This time he's good.
I'd be upset if he missed a 28-yarder, I'll be honest.
Is bad hash a thing that's been fixed now?
That has been fixed, yes.
Like, for a year, I think.
Danny fixed that one very early on.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If Pablo had missed that field goal, he would have been Pablo unemployed.
As McMorris is going to be 15 for 24. Speaking
Spider
of...
Weber saying, I can't believe we have a chance here. Excuse you?
As Slayton's going to get a huge 43-yard catch.
There's a request queue. Let me see. Oh, 2 face gens and 2 lore questions. Lore
Face gens.
question. Hi, D. Garrett.
No, so he asked a lore question, which is, what is the team that actually plays here that plays baseball? Which is the
Alright.
Junction City Yellowhammers.
Alright, I'll mark that as complete.
And that's going to be overthrown. All right, so no pressure, but Chinstrap Topengu has to make this.
And Green Army KDC asked a
That's
lore
good.
question. What was the last season's interception count for the defensive back of the year, and was he the highest?
That's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. I believe they were, though.
Who was it
Anyway.
last year?
Was it Alsace Gray? No, it was defensive player.
Anyway, the Mingos getting ready to drive. Game tied, 3-10 in the 4th quarter. Quick pass to Brewer avoids big yard loss.
Not Hanks is credited with that tackle.
You know what? Good tackle.
It was Dom last year, so I think Dom
Why are we-
led in interceptions.
why are we
I think it
throwing
was actually like a 2 or 3-way tie last season.
Yeah.
The Mingos are throwing in more ways than one.
As Strobel is going to be sacked, and that's going to be a punt.
every pass was targeted behind the line of scrimmage.
Except for that last one, which didn't get targeted at all. And Apache.
You know what? Believe me, I bet it would have been a screen pass.
33. Green 33.
Oh, also, as I want to bring this up, overtime is going to be changed in 21.
That's good.
Yeah. I felt it was important to bring up right here, right now.
You know what? This is actually a tactical play by the Mingos. If we let the Wallabies score a field goal, we'll march back for the touchdown to win the game.
Phil,
And then they won't have time to respond.
as Tidwell will get a huge catch.
All right, where they're in field goal range. We've got them right where we want them.
As the 2-minute warning hits. That's going to be a deflection.
Good defense. 2 more. Will they go for the touchdown?
I believe so, since it's after 2 minutes.
And it doesn't matter, as that is another pick by Ubercastle.
Oh my god! The power!
And that one's going to be dropped.
He had such an open man.
Drops have been big this game.
They really have. As Botterman jukes a man. Not only did he juke him in, he juked Jufu Jimbo there.
That Botterman was called up from Chechnya.
As Brewer is going to get them into Pablo's range. But the thing is now the Flamingos are working against the clock. And they need a first.
You know what? We know exactly what we're doing.
6-2 from the Wallabies. Strobel's just going to throw it out of bounds. And they're going to go for it on 4th.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh god.
That was the
Oh god.
That was the thing we were saying, Phil.
Why did we choose that?
Because that's going to change. As wide open Colt Remington Wellington.
You know what? At least they scored quickly.
They did. This gives the Wallabies a chance. As Chinstrap Topengu's kick is barely good.
He's been squeezing them in all game.
Except for that first one. And also, DG is happy. Not because it gave the Wallabies the go-ahead touchdown, but because you weren't a coward on that play.
You know,
And it's a flag, so it's an offsides. They've got a free shot. They're going to take it. Boss James! And it's a hold. It's coming back. 37 seconds.
You convinced me for a moment there.
I know, I thought it was. Wilford's going to get a handful, run forward, and get about 5. 30 seconds left on the clock.
You call the timeout.
They're liking the flats.
They are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our offense is flatlining, so it's pretty thematic.
And it's 4th and 7. 24 seconds. Do or die on this play. And that'll do it, as Not Hanks is going to end it with a pick.
You know, sometimes I wonder why I bought this team.
Well, you can blame your kicker. If he wouldn't have missed his kick, you guys wouldn't have went for it on 4th down.
That's true. Although, Von Ubercastle! Holy. Hey, guys. I don't want to say it's over, but it's not over yet. Now it's over.
Yeah, that was a dumb choice. He even had, like, a potential deep shot.
And yeah, he went for the wrong read there.
Oh.
Wallabies win in a heartbreak for Flamingos fans everywhere. 24-17.
Now we have Twisters.
Aztecs Twisters, alright.
Clear, no win.
We can play it anywhere. We're going to play it in an indoor stadium then. We never play at those. I don't think the co-GM Green Army of the Flamingos is requesting a trade after playing really well. Yeah, he is. That was a wild game from him. Alright, Aztecs are at the Twisters.
It's not like I could improve my stats any further to stop the sacks.
No, it's just when we switch over to the engine next season.
We're either going to see the OL get completely obliterated or the OL be, like, overwhelmingly good. And I think that's going to be a fun change to see.
That'll be fun. Alright, so, it's clear and no wins, we said?
Yep.
So we're going to play in an indoor stadium, because we never play in an indoor stadium. Let's do this. Alright, so, Lidditz is the favorite. I want to point this thing out going into this game. Lidditz has allowed, in 5 weeks, a total of 16 points. That's absurd!
I did it already.
Oh shoot, I forgot to put the Twisters in the right uniforms. They wanted the all blues. Do I restart it and get the uniforms, or just keep going?
You can. It's up. You're within your time frame where you can.
It is
restart
one play. We're doing it. Howdy, Tater. Especially because Tater's here and he requested the uniforms. I figured it was a kickoff. Nothing. Yes, this is TLK rigging the game, as we all know. Asterisk spot. Whoever wins for a reset. I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. I love this community. What I heard is they want the Yotes throwbacks. No. All blues. Alright, our expert picks. Game setup, stadium. I like Seattle. We never play in Seattle. Let's go to Seattle. Because as we all know, bears eat pretzels. Or is it Bears beats Battlestar Galactica?
You know what? I don't have anything to say. Wow, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Phil. Phil, do we want to do a prediction for this game?
Yes! What should the prediction be? Is it how many times the Mingos can embarrass themselves this season? Over under 16?
No.
Do Soften's interceptions.
Ooh.
Alright. I have to choose an outcome. I'm going over on the previous one.
What was it?
It was it doesn't matter. There were no bets on it.
Oh.
So, what are we predicting?
Soften's picks.
Soften's picks? Just Soften's?
Just Soften's.
Over, under...
1.5.
Over, under... Softens, interceptions... Got to put it in as 21.5. That would be fun.
I'll take the under on that one.
You sure? Anyway, the predictions are in! Please put your money on the line if you believe in Softens, or don't.
Alec Andrews is going to get that kick return. He has now moved to DB. Thaddeus Branson back to pass. He's got Dixie Kong.
Why is all the field art facing one end zone? This is because Axis has this weird thing where, in effect, offense is always coming from the same side.
Only, you know what? That changes in 21. This is...
Yo, it does?
Yes!
But I kind of like their gimmick fields based on it.
I know. But this is our only one gimmick field. That's Dixie Kong.
That's true. That's true. I still hate it all.
I like it. I think it's really cool. It tells you exactly where you're at. It's built for our engine.
I mean, let's be honest. A real competitively balanced sport would have it go both ways. Would have it all go one way. Baseball does it that way, and I think baseball's the best sport.
And Branson is now at 3rd and 30. Decides to run with it. Makes 1, 2.
Branson! What?
That was horrible.
What did I just witness?
The greatest
was
quarterback
disgusting.
run of all time.
He broke 2 tackles. He
To be
broke
fair,
two
it was the
tackles
bodies on the defensive
and
line.
put them in amazing punt range, unfortunately.
I really
Wow.
wish he had gotten the first, because that would have just been the greatest play of all time.
What a...
Our QB runs better in 21, do you know?
No, I don't know.
Honestly, I hope they happen more consistently, but are worse.
Because Andrews going to get that one to about the 50, and that brings up the end of the first quarter.
And he's
I-
Russell Wilson Branson.
41. Black 41. Tonight.
Yo, that was a nice pass. Looks like 9 yards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dixie Kong's been having a good night tonight against her former team. One of
We're
many.
already a quarter through this game.
Offsides, Apollo Dankworth.
I feel like 5 minutes just disappeared.
It's because we're having fun, and time flies when you're having fun.
I'm always having fun when I'm with you, bud.
Ah,
Max reached out to me the other day, and that was really fun.
yeah,
We had a good conversation.
Max is a good guy.
He's a real good guy.
That's like the 5th time Branson's been sacked already.
And Sweet Pea has gotten 2 of them. Larson's going to
Nice.
get a handful.
Should we have done Branson sacks over under 10?
Next time.
There's a bear on this field. That's so cool.
Yeah, we never use the indoor stadiums because they take out the weather and the wind. So when it's clear and no winds, I can do that.
You know, it's amusing that that's like the opposite of when you want the indoor stadiums. But
Red 23.
Branson's been channeling his inner Marvin Jett tonight.
You know, and it's funny because we're not using the Yotes throwbacks.
you know,
We should have done a throwback game. I'm not allowed
That
to.
would have that would have been pretty good. Softens
Safety.
not giving up an interception, but does cough up some points. God, 5. That's so cursed.
I love the score number.
Oh God, I don't think I've seen 5-0 since season 1.
Are we sure we're not playing at Fort Lauderdale as
Yeah.
the Yellow Jackets?
Oh God, what is this, Chechnya versus itself? Just the bot team?
This might be a scoregami. Is wide open downfield. He's going to be deflected though. Good play by the DB.
Are we going to get the single season record for safeties? That would be a heck of a game.
That would be.
You know, I caught actually one of the Dev League streams.
How was it?
It was really good. It helps that the booth was just absolutely fantastic.
It was Dustin Pyre, Captain Dom, right?
Yes.
You watched yesterday.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, they're great.
As far as I could tell, I was the only person talking in chat. But it was just a wild ride. Fun games. Seeing it, like, it was really kind of like mid-season 1 play. It was really fun to watch.
I told you, Dev League is super fun, and that's going to be a pick.
No!
Jimmy
That play-
Jane, and I
Is
think
that-
But there is a plague.
Holding?
they're going to decline this. I think.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I'm not sure. I think that should have been interference from jet plane. I'm not sure how I should consider teleporting around the receiver. Like, I'm not sure how that should be considered.
I don't know.
I started setting up a scoregami spreadsheet a few seasons ago. I might start working on it again.
Heck yeah.
How far back do we have the final scores?
We have them back for every single season,
21.
Oh, that would be good. That would be real good.
whether they're on League Lobster or.
Ooh, touchdown, Burrow! Oh,
Twisters are running away with it.
this is what you get when I'm like incredibly energized for a stream day. I haven't been this energetic in a while.
I know, and I love it.
This is fantastic. It's the, oh shit, I'm missing the stream energy.
I know, and you just sleep through like the first game every time.
Well, I wasn't sleeping. I was lying down on my bed watching some videos.
But you get my point.
Yeah, I get your point. I just look at 7:30. I'm like, shh.
Softens
No.
avoids the sack, and Matthew McDonald will get that.
Oh, good.
What's
They call the
amazing-
Timeout. No cowards here. Quattro gets stuffed. That's unfortunate.
What I'm really excited for, and if there was ever a week to mark your calendars, it's week 9.
That's an unfortunate sack. Didn't Mexico City's logo on the top bit used to be orange?
I used to have it as red. I switched it to green. I think the green works better.
I think the green is less common in
Yes.
this league. which I think overall is positive.
But
Also, it's a kind of nice green color, though it is a little hard to see their logo.
But if I were to talk about a game to tune your screens into, Week 9, I already have my opening game picked out.
Is it going to be Wallabies Mingos again?
No. Wallabies don't play the Mingos anymore this season.
Good.
It is the only team that the Twisters will play twice for the first time that they're playing Week 9. Twisters Dragons.
Oh, that's good.
As that one's good from...
Good, too! 61 yards! The Twisters 15-0.
With 1 second left in the half, they're going to do the James Bond Aztecs kicking strategy, so that's going to bring up the end of the half. Toasty, how you doing?
Yeah.
The fact that I have gone 2 for 3 in 2 quarters is kind of concerning.
Fair enough.
Well, to spare Toasty just a bit, TLK, in real sports news, how do you feel about the idea that DeGrom might be shut down for the season?
I don't like it, but I understand it.
Yeah. Also, how do you feel about Max Scherzer getting traded from the Nationals?
Ah,
Just wanted to share my own. Anyway, back to the game. Brunson, oh, that's a hold.
it is a hole. As Kong's one is getting called back. Reginald Shrubbery, the fullback, is going to be hit with it.
You know what? There's no better time to score than with a safety to open up the second half.
That's exactly what
I mean, yeah, and Branson says no.
You know what? Branson says no. Branson says no to getting out of this situation.
No, his wide receiver says no to getting out of the situation, as Larson
Oh.
will get him out.
That's still insane. Oh, they're punting. Coward.
Go for it, cowards.
Go for it. Up 15 in the third quarter.
In your own end zone.
Exactly.
As Slapjack is going to get it to the... Is it Slapjack? Skipjack. I know. I keep flipping them up, and Flapjack is
You know what?
unemployed.
That was actually some good defense. Saw how the ball was moving, covered the right person. Good on the defender there.
Montroy
somehow catches that in traffic to get
Ah,
the
gotta
first
put it in his
down.
face, Jen.
I'll remind you tonight.
Yeah,
Scary near insta sack. That was a bad throw.
You know if they change the face gens again?
I don't. I'll find that out when the game comes out.
I mean, so
Okay.
long as we can import our, get our manual face gens up.
I-
Oh, that's a, you know what? That was a pretty good play. Like a few yards, a chunk of yards, field goal, first score. I mean, a little early to say first score.
James Bond's kick is up and good.
And it's good, 51-yarder.
Lidditz still has not allowed 20 points all season.
You know what?
Total.
Next game we're gonna do combined field goal range.
That's
Don't worry, I'll keep track.
okay. I'm like, that's on you. Like, Lidditz has allowed now 19 points on the season. Larson
Oh,
breaks
Larson.
a tackle and gets a huge chunk of yards.
You know, we haven't seen a Southend interception, have we?
We've seen one.
One.
We've seen one. Oh, I missed it completely.
Jimmy Jetplane, I believe it was.
I believe so.
Oh, yeah. Right, he teleported.
Yeah, there was the hold. As Larson makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Aztecs miss and takes it to the house.
That's
The
just,
do
that's just embarrassing.
That was a great run. If someone could clip that, that'd be wonderful. As I'm going to grab my water bottle because I'm getting a little dehydrated. I've learned that talking in the booth for a while does that to me.
Yeah, you know.
Talking in general
I
does that
dread
too.
to see all the spittle on your screen. Was it Jonathan Johnson? What?
Might have been
Oh.
Jonathan Johnson or Jimmy Jetplane. That's what we're not sure of.
I think it was Jetplane, wasn't it?
Might have been.
That's the name I remember from the play in hindsight. I just remembered it as a normal pass to a receiver instead of a...
And with a
Weird
19-point lead, Lidditz is going to... Oh, they're going for it. Heck yeah.
You know what? There's no cowardice on this team.
And they went for it.
He had the
But you
tight
know
end
what
open.
they say. Cowardice... bravery and foolishness are the same thing, just one succeeds. That's not good. I'm sorry. Deep shot overthrown.
Red 23. Red 23. Hike.
And Branson is sacked. Credit to the Aztecs defense. They're giving Branson fits. As that 42-yarder is good. What is
Something about Team 25 isn't right.
It's a cursed score. DG might be getting his scoregami nonetheless.
Nothing could please me more than seeing the Aztecs finish this drive with another field goal. But a safety
I don't think
would
we'll
be a
go for the
pretty-
field goal.
A safety would be a nice consolation.
Yeah, they won't go for the field goal. No, we don't want a safety.
Quattro breaks the tackle, gets a huge gain, puts him in suddenly decent field position.
Because if they get a safety, they then have 27, and that's no longer a cursed score.
Yeah. Yeah. You could get 27 off of nothing but field goals. That's how multiplication works.
Sorry, Toasty. That's the reason why we don't want a safety. We're very simple people.
Sophins? Oh, that's a
Ouch.
nasty drop.
Red 23.
Alright, so Toasty.
Ooh, deep shot touchdown! Oh my, a literal fridge.
A literal fridge is honestly another player who could be my offensive rookie of the year choice.
It's a 10 out of 10 name.
He's been performing very.
Wide receiver 2.
Did I just hear music?
Toasty, I think you cut in and out there.
I said he's been performing really good from the wide receiver 2 position. It's not something that
You see
we
often.
normally see.
Yeah, because wide receiver 2 does get covered by high-level defenders. So having a rookie perform on that position is, you know, maybe it's Sophins. Maybe Sophins is forming a quick connection with the rookie.
Hey, you love to see it.
You know what else I love to see? Meaningless spin moves.
And so, here we go. I'm going to give you a weird and crazy fact. If Mexico City scores one touchdown here, they will have double the amount of points that the Twisters have allowed going into this game in a single game.
Oh my god.
I don't think there is a safety record, Jeremy, because we never really had the ability to track it.
And when it would have been relevant, we were having far more dread during the game.
And ShamWow, the rookie, has had a great catch there.
You know
He's
what?
been dangerous out of the pass game.
Another sack. You know, there's a bit, you know what? There's real eyes on the interception number because over has 86% of the bets.
Wow. It's 3rd and 10.
6K to 1K. We are on Sofin's late game interception watch.
That one's going to just be overthrown as the player was literally circling the wide receiver saying, not in it. We went to the wrong neighborhood, pal. And he's got a man deep, and Fridge has it! 1st and goal.
You know what? There's nothing quite as powerful as accelerating to 40 miles an hour around the receiver.
Quattro's going to get a handful of yards, but not enough. Time is ticking.
This is the last chance for him to throw the pick.
And he does
And
it.
he doesn't!
Montroy.
Touchdown!
They're going for 2. Oh my god.
There's a chance!
Not only is there a chance, they could tie it. So Quattro, they're now down by 6. They're going by 7. They're going for the onside.
Oh no, I was saying he could throw a pick on that.
Oh. And the Aztecs recover!
They got it!
Oh my!
They did it! Yes! One more try!
Deep bomb downfield, and that'll do it!
No!
Oh!
And the overs win the bet. As Burrow will get a huge catch, and that'll end the game.
Oh!
Terrible news! Everything that could have gone wrong did!
That was wild. Can we?
Yeah.
That was absolutely a great play from the Aztecs. Going into that, great recovery on the onside kick. You know what it reminds me of? One of my favorite plays in football. The River City relay. for those who don't remember the River City Relay,
What should the combined yards be? Let's say 200.
sounds good.
Who are the next teams playing?
Phil, I usually rely on you for that.
That's right. Let's see. It is
Vancouver.
Frost Giants versus Lions. Clear, no wins. So I'm gonna be keeping track of this manually. Best play of football is still the butt fumble. I'm sorry. Do you want to get timed out?
So, no, but so it reminded me of the River City Relay. And the reason why is because it's this, you have this great play that rarely ever happens that works. You have the 2-point conversion that rarely ever happens and it works. You have the onside kick that rarely ever happens and it works. It's against the Twisters and it's an amazing upset story. And then it's the pick. And it's just kind of like that missed kick right there. As I'm about to play the Aztecs again. That would not be good.
You know, I'm not sure how to feel about that game in retrospect. Like, it was so close to being the upset of the century.
I don't know. Dust? No, Vancouver's at home. Vancouver has a 71% chance of winning. Our stadium for today. What's the weather, Phil?
The weather is clear and
Clear, no wins.
We could do
Thank
another
you.
stadium, but this is the only choice for the Lions.
Green Army says over under 200.5. Yes, it is for the combined total yards of the field goal.
We had a
if
request for gold jerseys. We absolutely can since we have not kicked off yet.
Yeah. So if there are 4 field goals for 50 yards, then that is 200. That would be under. If there are 4 field goals for 51 yards, that would be 204, and that would be over. So it's combined field goal range on makes.
Sounds good. I'm switching up the jerseys. I'm trying to think. Will the yellow...
Someone immediately bet 5K points on under.
I like it. So we're doing the gold jerseys. Lions fans are coming in hot. I love it.
Lions fans are always hot. Don't worry about it.
We want the gold. I'm just gonna... I might peruse... You know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put Frost Giants in their black alternates for this. Because I think it'll help with the contrast. Because I think otherwise it's just not gonna work as well. There they are. There they are. Alright. Cincinnati, clear no wins. Let's go. Phil, Toasty, who you guys got?
You know what? I think it's going to be... You know what? I believe in the Lions. I've always believed in the Lions. I think their branding's A+. I think their team is A+ in my heart. And I believe that they are going to kick more field goals.
Toasty,
good
who you
way.
got?
I got the Lions. I think right now they're in the best position to take the International League. And the Frost Giants are still deep in a rebuild.
Hold on, you think that
Are the Frost Giants rebuilding again? Did I miss their competitive window?
Blue 19.
Dust, I'm assuming you wanted these golds. If these aren't them, too bad.
I like these mustard bottle unis.
Black 21.
They're fun.
Black 21. Set hike.
They've got a little bit of spice. They make the burger better.
As Oxlong's
Oh
going to
my
run
God,
outside and get a couple yards. That was a great run from Oxlong.
21. Black 21.
Better than watching him run into the center for 2 seconds before taking the sack.
And Lamar's going to get a first.
My God. We're getting some mobile QB evolution.
As Blaze Boss is going to get 9.
Red 10. Red 10. Set hike.
All right, hear me out on something.
Okay. As
There should
Shiloh.
be- Shiloh, deep bomb. Stop before there, but, you know, red zone offense. It's a chance for a first field goal. Hear me out. I think that there should be a normal evolution for Eevee.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
As Oxlong. Back to passing. Grayson has a touchdown.
That was a dangerous throw.
It was a dangerous throw, but it worked.
No field goal to add to the list.
Touchdown all the way.
The
Love it.
Lions want to force the under, man.
I don't blame them. Lions are dangerous. So, Toasty,
Sorry?
the Lions are dangerous, per Green Army.
Hello?
Hello. Oh, did I knock my mic out?
Toasty, is this my end?
Phil, I
No,
can...
it's him.
Ah,
Okay. Are you okay, TLK? Oh, he's checking his settings, boys. Y'all can't see it, but he's checking his settings.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
I think I just hit the USB out slightly.
Oh, all right. All right.
That was weird. You were
Frost
coming in
Giants,
like
hand
this.
off to Kabayakawa, gets him a good chunk of yards.
But not enough
they're
for the
forced
first.
to punt.
So, Toasty, I wanted to ask you a question, which is, you said earlier that the Vancouver is poised to take the division, even though the Wallabies are 5-1. You still think that?
Yes, I firmly believe it.
All right, as
The
Blaze
Boss-
Boss makes a man miss and huge gain there, as it
Well, you
takes
see-
2 Frosties to take him down.
You see, TLK, I have absolute faith in the Lions, and the reason for this is, one, because that was a beautiful pass. to
What a
Frost for
throw.
the second touchdown of the game. And two is because the Wallabies are due for a downfall. When you're a team that relies as much as they do on their opponents failing to play well,
That's
I
fair.
just don't think it's sustainable. I mean, look, you've won games against the Mingos? Is that even a real game?
Weasel Slayer's there saying nice. Yeah, you got, I don't know if you saw it, but you got a touchdown earlier, as Tebow is going to get a handful of yards. I'd like to remind you all that this Tebow is still more employed than the real-life Tebow.
Yep, real-life Tebow, back to being unemployed until the Mets minor league picks him back up.
Not happening. Johnson, back to pass against 6'2", and nearly picked.
The safety was right there.
I know, I think he just went for the deflection rather than the pick there. And
It would be
Tebow
just-
makes a man miss.
It would be just my luck if there were literally no field goal attempts this game.
Right? I think we're about to see one, though. I think in the second quarter,
What? It's 1st and 10.
believe me, I think this drive is going to stall out.
You have no faith in the Frosties.
They ran me out of town.
They should have. Dead weight.
Ah, Dust, you ask a great question.
Oh, deep shot.
Deluxe
touchdown.
Pogger. I was wrong on my prediction.
Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. I'll allow a catch and TD just so it's under. Green Army cheetah KDC rigging the bets.
Pete Rose over here. As Shiloh's going to take it to about the 15.
I mean, let's be fair.
Offsides here. They've got a free shot, and Shiloh's going to take it. As it's going to be 2nd and inches.
Let's be fair. We've seen players give up plays in the last seconds of a game to hit the over.
And Grayson with a huge catch downfield.
That was a really nice play. The Lions are playing high-tempo offense, man.
They are.
Oxlong is sacked. My God.
10-yard
Lions
loss.
are playing low-tempo offense.
As Kylie Ray is going to get them back into field goal range.
We can't go broke taking a gain.
No.
Was that a punt?
And Suzuko Ito with a 50-something yarder.
Well, let's see what it says. It's good.
61.
61 yards.
Not a single drive by the Lions so far has ended with points not being scored.
Yeah. I'm gonna allow that. I mean, hey, wait. Technically, that could be said about a drive that ends in a safety.
As Kobe...
Kabayakawa! Upfield, open space, makes one, steps out of bounds like a coward.
Dust, I'll take a look at the playbooks again, but what might be happening is playbook bleeding, which is a real thing, as you yourself are going to get a pick.
Oh my god, the Frost Giants. They're costing themselves their limelight. Their chance to win this game is slipping through their cold, dead hands.
As Boss is going to be pushed out by his own player there.
Playbooks are broken. Ain't that
It might be the bleeding, as Boss is going to get a huge gain.
me going to the hospital?
Nah, the playbook bleed. So remember that issue where like one team would go 3-4, one team would go 4-3, and both would show up for both teams.
Yeah, I know. I was just amused that it might be the bleeding. It was just your whole statement.
Yeah.
Holding on that play puts Martinelli and the rest of the team back. Hate it when the running backs do the holding. It shows no discipline, no solidarity with their brothers in the OL.
As Lamar says, okay, I'll just catch it this time.
Oh my god.
Lamar has been a deep threat this entire game.
Well, they're in the red zone, so this obviously means they're going to get a field goal.
Boss is going to get a handful.
Black 39. Black 39.
End around by Boss is going to result in Phil being correct for once. It is good.
It's good.
28.
All right. That was close.
That was
You
close.
know what? In a cosmic sense, all field goals are pretty close and innocent.
As Johnson is sacked by Jimmy, but there's a face mask to follow it up.
The first field goal was 61 yards. Oh, slinging it to Tebow.
Blue 26. Blue 26. Go.
Who is Tebow's user?
That is Taxi Cab. And it's going to be a punt by Oh Dear. As
Oh no.
they've got one play left in the tank, maybe two if they get really lucky.
Blue 4.
And they're going to not call timeout. That'll do it for the half. Let's get some threes in chat, everyone.
Why?
Why not? Because it's third quarter. Because I'm TLK, corrupt dictator and overlord of this league. I'm abusing my power.
And we are enabling you.
Johnson steps back. Nice pass. You know, the Frost Giants are playing aesthetically pleasing offense.
They are. They're just not playing score-pleasing offense.
Well, they've gotten a couple back. God
Ding
damn
dang.
it.
Willie Stroker will get that pick. I'm sorry, Phil, what were you saying?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oxlong back to pass. Throws it away. And so they're going to punt. This is the first punt by the Victorious Lions all night. And it's a good punt. It'll be inside the 20. Johnson avoids the sack, finds Pogger.
That was a good play.
Great play.
All the Frost Giants to kick a field goal. Look at that pass. Kabayakawa first down. That's good football.
Kabayakawa has
Yeah,
been a really good receiving running back.
Yeah, there have been a lot of formations that should not have been called. You know what? I feel that way about some formations we're not able to take out of our playbook. So
It does. I can send you the player list as this time
Oh my
Green's going to get the
God.
pick.
not again. Frost Giants are struggling.
Blue 26.
Yeah, Dust. I'll explain the playbook leading to you later because I think that's what's going on. And I'm going to send this game log to Danny and go, hey, this is still happening.
Oxlong is having such a good game right now.
Yep. As Martinelli makes 1-2, and Martinelli's gone!
That's a house call.
That's a house call. Can someone get a clip of that? Because that's a great highlight.
You don't have to make a man miss if you can just turn into vapor.
Vancouver leads 27-7.
Heck of a game. You know what? This game has been more competitive than the score team said.
Has it?
Yeah!
It.
There have been lots of shots for the Frost Giant, David Vapor, Martinelli. There have been lots of chances for the Frost Giants to, like, get right into scoring range or get touchdowns that they just...
Sure. But
like, that Johnson just, like, punts into the sun. Also, having your receiver... Oh, Boating!
wow.
Wow!
What a catch.
You know, I was going to say having your receiver get just outrun by the defender might not be a good thing, but then Boateng just does the tackle catch and wins it.
We call that the William Slayton special.
Like, the fuck was that? That was, that's what we call, getting mossed.
That was a landing on your feet somehow and keeping running, and the DB not doing that.
You know what? When you lower your shoulder and put it right into the esophagus of the defensive back, it's not a penalty. You didn't do it with your hands.
Oh, boy.
Is that legal, though? On our football fields, it is.
In the Axis universe, it is, apparently. So is clotheslining. Let's be perfectly real here, guys. We have seen a lot of things that are not legal, as Cheesy Pun's credit with that hold.
Yeah, you know what?
Yes,
if
but I
someone,
think...
Look, if someone ran up to you, dislocated every bone in all of their limbs, and tackled you, I'm pretty sure you'd have the right to call the cops. But we see that all the time here.
As the teleport handoff from Martinelli gets a handful of yards. And no, gets nothing.
Nah, none.
And there's a hold here, but it's going to be declined as it's 4th down. So they're going to punt.
They should have gone for it, man.
Go for it, cowards, as they say. So that one's going to be a touchback. Toasty, what you were going to say something. I realized I cut you off.
Eh?
You were going to say something, and then I think Phil or I cut you off accidentally.
I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Alright. Couldn't have been too important, as Kobakawa is going to get a handful of yards.
You know what? Forward momentum's forward momentum.
They will be going for it on 4th.
Has time, does nothing with it.
He burns it.
You know what? Not typically the situation I'd ask a quarterback to burn. What was that play? Pogger! Wow!
The Johnson sidestep was more impressive to me.
I think, well, we've seen the sidestep happen, but the sidestep to an actual catch is just rare, and we love it when it does happen.
I think we're going to get the under on field goals just because no one will go for them anymore.
Yeah. That one's nearly picked.
I'm having alien flashbacks.
For those who don't get that reference, the aliens were leading, and the Frost Giants managed to pull off the world's wildest third quarter ever and make a comeback that would actually give the aliens the first loss of the season. That was the time when the Frost Giants and the Vipers, as everyone predicted, was going to be undefeated. Kobakawa was going to run out of bounds. Alright, so here's where it gets fun, wild, and interesting. The Frost Giants not only need to score, they need to score in 28 seconds. These timeouts are actually going to work against them. And I know what you're thinking. What do you mean? Right?
No, I'm not. I have no idea about anything that happens.
So if they score here, they're going to do a regular kickoff, not an onside kick.
Oh, I see.
So the Vancouver Victorious Lions are going to walk away with this because all they have to do is control the clock.
Well, you see, I've known many teams that have lost the game in an unlosable position.
That's true. But we'll see. If they get one first
I'm just
down, it's
saying,
over.
It's gonna be a passing play.
And Reykjavik's not calling a timeout. That'll do it.
Black 39. Black 39.
I want to know how many catches Boss has this game.
I think he
I
has
think
like,
he's had about 13.
he's had a lot. We'll check it out.
I'm just gonna pay out the under.
Yeah.
Disappointing. I thought it was gonna be over.
And that'll... Oh, no.
Oh no.
They're going to Cobra Kai this.
Oh no, Martinelli, you didn't have to do it to them.
And they're going to add insult to injury. They're going for 2.
These players have families.
Oh, my God. This is...
Martinelli,
Oh.
cold-blooded killer.
That was cold.
You didn't need to do that to the men. They have families.
I get the strategy behind it, but wow.
But that was mean. I have never seen as mean of a play, I don't think, than that right there. The calling of the 2-point conversion.
That was
What they were
cruel.
doing was
Oh, I get...
combating against 2 touchdowns.
Oh, absolutely. Totally get that from the standpoint of you want to prevent them from scoring 2 touchdowns in a row and not having a tie. But even so, with 32 seconds, that's just cold.
No on-field taunt after a play could invoke as much anger in a fan base. The Frost Giants fans literally burning their gear in the crowd right now. They brought lighters just for this situation.
That
And
is...
the game is over. It's that 8 at the end of the quarter is the sign of the devil. Unwritten rules have been broken. Anyway, we're going to Roswell as the aliens host the Knights. It is cloudy with low winds. For the prediction, we will be doing interceptions, over-under. What do you think about 2.5, or should we go 3?
I like 2.5.
Predictions on interceptions, over-under are up, if you would like to get them in. 2 and 2 on predictions, yay. Good for you. I'm rarely so successful.
All right.
Espelon is so good.
He really is. Roswell has an 89% chance of winning.
You know what? Just low enough. It's Knights time, baby.
What's the weather?
It's... Oh, I knew it a second ago. It's cloudy with low winds.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna head, guys.
All right.
You are? See you, Toasty. Thank
Later,
you for being
Toasty. I'm still can't get over that cruel play.
It was the
Yes.
definition of cruel and unusual. Is 3 wins the most by a Lions team?
I think it might be. Yes. Grimes back to pass. Espelon is credited with the hold.
Black 11. Black 11.
Grimes back to pass again and can't get it.
Blue 26.
Bear with me 3 seconds as I ping the Knights to let them know.
Set.
And Chuck Finn's gonna punt this. Hollywood gets a good start to their game against the undefeated Aliens. By the way, the Aliens have scored a total of 99 points on offense, making them one of the lowest scoring offensive teams.
To be this good.
They beat them by finning them to death. It really is. Holloway back to pass. He's gonna find Steel Flex. And
It's purple.
purple field's good.
Yeah. Pretty sure that includes the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. As Espelon is going to get 5 for 6-2 from the Knights. Pitched Espelon. He's met behind a line.
You know, going for a pitch against a 6-2 just screams of not wanting to change the play once you set up.
Well, I don't think the AI calls audibles.
You know what? But we should call Audible sponsoring this stream, if only.
Legally Blind Gamer, yes, Denver is next.
Blue 47. Blue 47.
And Gase, not Gase. Wow, I am a creature of habit. Holloway avoids a sack there, but can't get his man. Holloway.
It's a shot downfield right to an Aliens defender, but the receiver breaks up the play.
Blue 26. Hike.
You know, Jim, I think some of these receivers could play defensive back.
I think
My
so.
God, it's almost like there's a lot of overlap on their skill sets.
And
Well, that's what happens when stats are so linear in this sim.
21. Black 20. Hike.
and it's 3rd and 20. No team has
Holloway.
scored. Holloway's
All the
going to
time
fumble. Botterman's going to recover.
You
That
know what,
could have been
Bob?
dangerous.
The unsung hero, Bodderman, not as praised as Bodderson.
Set.
I feel like I forget so many details about the things I do.
Yep. I'm going to just turn on the lights so my eyes don't burn out of my skull. I'll be right back.
31. Red 31.
Fun fact, did you know your eyes are technically part of your brain? It's true. You can technically stimulate brain matter.
Ah,
in,
the
like,
2-point glitch.
Beautiful. So TLK, did you know that your eyes are technically part of your brain?
Yes.
Yeah. There was a recent thing where scientists got a bunch of brain matter in a thing to create eyes.
This Dogwood Maple will get a huge catch there.
Black 41.
Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Roswell has 8 points, so we're looking at scoregami potential here.
16. Set up.
Holloway is going to throw short to Steelflex. Steelflex is going to get 6.
Have we ever seen an 8-0 score?
No, and I don't think we will.
I don't know. The players could go on strike any moment now.
6-2 coming out against the Knights. Heavy blitz. Holloway has time. He's going to run. He's going to knock them out of field goal range, even though he had a man deep.
You know, I'm beginning to believe Holloway has money on the under for interceptions.
And that one's going to be a great kick from Greg of House Gase, though.
Blue 19.
Pitch
I
to
think Holloway-
Espelon.
Espelon breaks tackles for a first down.
That's what he does.
Green 3. Green 3. Set. Go.
Ooh. Okay, I'll do that. Prior predicts.
We need to be able to redeem points if Pryor makes predictions. But my predictions only have power when I believe them.
That's true. No, so what it is you just have to make a prediction right then and there about the game. It doesn't mean that you have to make a prediction of any specific thing of anyone's choosing. But like if I were to say, predict this next play. Or predict who's going to throw the first interception. Which team.
You know what? There's going to be no interceptions this game.
Alright.
Green 17.
As we hit the 2-minute warning.
Red hike.
My sister just sent me a picture of Italy and Florida being swapped geographically.
I hate that.
I think it honestly looks pretty good.
You'll have to send it to me. And
That would be more work than I'm willing to do.
fair enough. As Salami Lid will get a touchdown, it's 15-0 Roswell.
Well, you know what? 15-0's better than 30-0. That's what I always say.
What?
Saj went over with 5K points.
Blue 26.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Green Army. You're up against someone who put 100 points up, so you're not getting much, and Holloway refuses to throw the ball into risky coverage.
Waterman's going to get a handful of yards.
Blue 7. Blue 7.
I've lost my energy.
Oh no, fell. As Steel Flex is going to get a huge gain!
Wow!
See, all you needed was a great Steel Flex run, and then your energy's back.
21. Set.
Yeah. My God.
As Holloway is going to be sacked. Joe Bluth is going to get him.
Holloway needs to just make really aggressive throws. The nothing. Yes! He did it! One interception!
Shane Flaherty will get that one.
Alright. Espelon gets a little bit of forward momentum. 1 yard, 1 yard, one team.
Was it
yards.
over
Sir,
or
can I have
under
another?
1.5?
It's 3.5, yeah.
3.5.
2.5.
2.5, okay.
2.5. Grimes, all the time in the world. Open Dior.
Dior's gone.
Worst tackle I've ever seen. My God. And a great block to go along with it. For a huge touchdown.
117 yards from Dior already.
What a beautiful day. It's a horrible day. We're a terrible goose.
What?
Hmm?
What?
Have you sent my letter to the PBE officials?
No, I'm writing it today or tomorrow.
Whenever you feel you have time.
Yeah.
Oh,
And there's two!
second interception!
Joe Bluth will get a tackle,
Oh.
a sack, and an interception tonight as Espelon is starting to show why the Aliens are a dominant team.
Green 17.
Rabid Sponge in shambles right now.
Why is he in shambles right now?
He's the under bet.
Oh. I didn't know Rabbit was here. Well, hello, Rabbit. As Espelon.
But why?
23. Red 23.
He's still got one more. He can still win this. Just like the Hammerheads.
Yeah, there could just be no more interceptions in this game. That was certainly a half of football.
That was. It has kind of felt like a one-sided game, though. If-
Well, you know what?
Let me rephrase that.
Sometimes
From the
you need
second
to-
quarter, it felt one-sided.
Look, sometimes you need a little one-sided game in order to get yourself in the right headspace.
That's fair.
21. Black 21.
Phil, you're crazy. I love you. As Botterman is going to be tackled for a loss on that screenplay.
All the interceptions happened because Pryor said there would be none. You know what? I believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I believe that too.
I like when the predictions are close.
That's fair. It's going to come down to the wire as now Roswell is going to give it to Espelon, who makes 2 nights miss
Oh.
there.
Oh, that would be such a good player name.
What?
The Wire.
Ah. I don't know. I still like my quarterback wide receiver combo of ground
I mean, that's
control and Major Tom.
That's a really good combo, but for a singular name, you could be a wide receiver or a tight end named The Wire.
And it
when
comes
gets
down to
into
the
a
wire.
clutch moment. It comes down to the wire. You know, I think that'd be pretty good.
That would be good.
Someone should take that
As
and then play for
Espelon.
the Mingo.
Yeah, but then it'll never come down to the wire.
No, we have lots of games that come down to the wire. We just fail. Next player, Holden to Dix.
As Chuck Finn's going to punt this, and the Knights are going to try and score some points.
You know what? Good on them for getting the stop. Holloway, under heavy pressure, does a quick little pass to Steel Flex. Gets him like 1.5 yards, 2 yards.
All right.
That's nice.
Phil, I'd like a prediction from you.
Okay, I'll give it.
Monday,
Okay.
we have the Knights playing the Hammerheads. Who do you got winning that game?
I think it's going to be the Knights and handily.
All right.
Black 21. Black 21.
But you can't ever count the Hammerheads out, but I believe in the Knights.
As Steel Flex is going to get a first.
Blue 4. Blue 4.
You know, TLK.
Hmm?
The Knights are a second half team.
I forgot to say that. The Knights are indeed a second half team.
33. Green 33. Ready. Blue 7. Blue 7.
Holloway has time. Open. Steel flex. First down, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
Steel Flex is rushed for -2 yards.
Exactly how it should be.
He is averaging -1
Oh,
yards
wow.
per carry.
That was an aggressive throw.
That
That's
really
not
was.
-1 yards per carry. Sounds like what I would do in a football game.
Holloway is sacked. By the way, because it's fourth quarter, they will be going for it on fourth.
There are no cowards in the Knights organization.
That's Kate Fletcher, so they're going for it.
All right, look, Holloway, perfect opportunity, under heavy pressure, but breaks the tackle. It's dropped!
Ow. Ow, that one hurt.
That's just
Yeah, that was
unfortunate in every manner.
absolutely.
Even for Green Army, who's rooting for an interception more than I think any team in this game. Hand off to Espelon.
He's going to be short. Knights
That's not
get
a
the
nice thing to
stop.
say about him.
Listen here. Freaking string bean.
Holloway steps back. Open man.
Steel
It was
Flex.
contested, but Steel Flex has magnet gloves.
Well, that's why he's got hands made of steel. Holloway is sacked.
There was this old cartoon about a superhero who had like control of electromagnetism. I don't remember what it was called. And there's the interception. It goes to the over. Rabid Sponge in shambles, losing out on 5,000 channel points.
As Jackson is going to get a handful.
Holloway just couldn't keep it in his teammates' gloves, man.
Roswell's
burning
defense
clock.
is potent, and they're showing you why. They have frustrated just about every... Like, I mean, think of it this way. Going into this game, they scored 99 total points on offense and defense.
Brass almost retire now. How will I ever save for a custom face gen now?
That's funny. And Espelon...
Espelon does the drag play to buy more time.
But, like, Denver has nearly 200 points. Twisters have nearly 200 points. And Roswell is half of that. And yet, it feels like they're still just as dominant as the other two undefeated teams.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, Green Army just redeemed the face gen.
I love it.
Flexing. The Green Army didn't even have the 100 points they're getting for the payout. Completing the prediction.
As Espelon is going to be tackled behind the line, but that'll end it. Roswell wins 22-0.
Just a note, if someone wants to hop in the booth, that's also cool. It's just the two of us, and I will be leaving for the last game.
We still have 2 more games.
Yes, I'm doing one more.
Gotcha. Okay, I just wasn't sure.
I know, I checked the schedule before we left that game. Predictions have been paid out. We are going to Denver as they host the Vipers. Cloudy with low winds.
So Green Army, you just post the face that you want for your player in Face Gen Claim on our Discord, and you will have it.
I once knew a man who could face gen a pizza.
Omaha's at the Dragons.
Yes. The Denver is hosting. Cloudy with low winds. I'm not going to do a prediction for this game. Gotta go. Oh, see you, Green Army. Thank you for being here. Face gen a pretzel.
Maybe you should do that. Wow, someone shit on your team.
Yo, Morty, I turned myself into a pretzel.
Listen here. Alright, and Dragons.
Is there a Dragons Knights rivalry?
No.
I think there should be, just in a meta sense.
Hello, Mr. Crane.
Crane!
Expert
Welcome.
picks. Danny is the outstanding person picking. What was the weather you said? Clear low winds?
Cloudy low winds.
Infidel, the GM for... Dang it, the game has crashed.
Oh
Infidel,
no.
the GM for the Vipers, has asked that Denver be gentle. Let's try it again.
Denver, gentle. Denver only has 2 modes of operation. Way too many interceptions or way too many points.
Yep. Say that one, just make sure I got this right. Yeah, West Coast. I don't know why it switched back there, so that's okay. Let's try this again. What the heck is going on?
You know what? It's a cursed game.
No, I don't deal with that.
All right, look, we're just gonna have to reshuffle. We're gonna swap what teams are playing. It's going to be Dragons versus Nightmares and Rush versus Vipers.
Not a chance. I'm just, I'm gonna close something though, because I think I know what is screwing it up, so I'm gonna remove the variable.
When is Punk debuting? Friday?
Alright, let's try this again. I bet you that's what's causing it.
What? Our lack of belief?
I don't
Does
know.
Access work like a fairy?
Kinda. Sometimes. You just gotta believe, man. And I can't do this game Friday, so we've got to get it to work today.
True.
Don't freaking dare, game. Perfect. Crane, we'd love to have you in the booth. Absolutely. Oh, not, you mean the watching for, AEW. Never mind.
People trying to have watch parties instead of popping in here for the real watch party.
Alright, and so here we go.
Woo! The game is starting, and you know what? A heck of a game it's gonna be for the Denver wide receivers. Sorry, TLK, I just got home from practice an hour ago. I'm gassed.
No worries at all, as Bortlestone is going to get this one.
I think that the Vipers will avoid being held scoreless.
I mean, yeah, they've just got to get, what, 7 yards from here?
Yeah. I think that's good.
Green one, go!
Play action, and Shomi can't get it. And so it's going to be a punt.
Yeah. Gotta love a punt. You don't gotta love a punt. They're the most disappointing outcome to a drive.
21.
Punts are for cowards in all instances, I think.
As Ulysses S. Grant's going to get that. Rabbit, I think you're hearing my super squeaky chair. It's pretty wild. It's old. As King is going to get another first down. He's got 2 receptions, and both of them are 40 yards total. Rudman is tackled for a loss. Oh, I get it. It's because I'm gassed. Ah, now I get it. I'm slow on the uptake. As Joe Burrow will get a huge catch there.
Go.
Yeah, it took me too long to get. I apologize, Rabbit.
33. Ready. Tonight.
Dane Mack back to pass. Decides he's going to run it. In for the touchdown.
You know what? It's going to be a big day.
It is. Dayton Mack becomes our third ever quarterback to run for a touchdown. Pop quiz, Phil. Who are the other two?
No idea. I didn't even hear the question.
It's not the first ever QB touchdown. Third.
Wait, did Dayton Mack run in for a touchdown? Did I miss a great play?
Yes, you did.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Oh my god. I feel like such a buffoon. Can someone
Chester
clip
Chess.
that? Can someone clip that and link it in the chat?
Al will absolutely clip because he does Dragons highlights, so I would expect him to have that. As Henrikson's going to get a quick short gain here.
You hear that, pal? We've got expectations.
Yeah, the other two are Matthew Johnson and Ryan Heaves.
Yeah, I always clip low. Link that clip in the chat, baby. I won't time you out.
As Shiomi is going to be sacked, so they're going to bring out Steptoe to put points on the board.
Well, you know what? It's one step at a time.
And it's good.
Okay, I'm back already. Uploaded my face gen in the channel before I forgot to do so.
Nice.
Welcome back, Green Army.
Welcome back.
Rip others, dude. Yeah. Thanks for tagging me, man. Yeah, I'll check it.
Red 16.
I think teams should allow me into all of their Discord channels for banter purposes.
Red 9.
I mean, technically, I'm not even in all of them.
Yeah, but like, I'm not the commissioner, so maybe the Wallabies will let me in.
No, the Wallabies have let me in. I'm in the Wallabies.
What are you not in?
Venom.
You're not in the Venom.
I'm not in the Venom.
Okay. How? No sub? Yikes.
Runman's going to get a first and then some.
Red 16. Red 16. Ready. Tonight.
Imagine if these streams were 4 hours. Wouldn't that be terrible?
I don't want to think about that. Phil, I'm already shuddering about
that's
our
our
next...
fate if we can't get another streamer.
Even if we can get another streamer, the E-word is eventually going to make it 4 hours.
Green 29. Tonight.
Yeah. You know, a 4-hour stream once a week, that wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah, no, if realistically, if my vision for streamers happens, you have a different streamer every day, you can basically make longer streams.
Yeah. Then I'd just be your co-commentator. It'd be wild.
That'd be great. Ziegel says if we win the Super Casual Bowl, I sub. I love to see it.
All right, TLK. If
I'm not rigging it.
If the Mingos win the Super Casual Bowl this season,
Hi.
I will subscribe to the channel and buy 15 hoodies.
Oh yeah, speaking of, Phil, by the way, did you know I've added in a command code in our chat? If you type in !store, it'll give you a store link.
I can now do this when I rep our merch. When I try and sell things.
Stack, it's going all right. How is it going for you?
Nothing brings me joy like seeing Mac throw a beautiful ball and having it be dropped.
Well, Dayton Mack can read defense.
He can. You know what? He got a master's degree in defensive English.
And he had a man wide open, and he couldn't read the sack coming as it hits him, and they're going to have to punt.
Van asked if their face gen got added.
I haven't done it yet. I usually do it over the weekend. I'm going to a wedding this weekend, so it probably won't happen until next week.
All right.
Green 29.
Quick pass to Henrickson.
Green 3. Green 3. Set. Tonight.
Or I can get my coursework done and do it Sunday. But either way, it won't happen until late.
Tackle, interception to right.
Scoopy right the third will get it.
Green 3. Set. Tonight.
Fence breaks the tackle. Big yards.
Lucid Dream is saying that the Nightmare will win tonight against the Rush. I love it. I
I don't
love.
know. The pass rush are coming for him.
Green one.
I'm excited to see what the Nightmares can do. As Dayton Mack is going to find Runman. Runman's going to find the end zone.
He's a traitor, you know.
So you keep saying. Oh, sorry for that, Jan. So you keep saying.
I do like that you have infinite channel.
Stacks. Who scored the first touchdown? Dayton Mack scored the first touchdown.
Green 46.
The stream can't see the overlay part of that, but you can actually see that stream count has just infinity next to their channel.
Flash 11. Ready.
Yeah. As Turner's going to get a huge catch there.
Red 9.
And
Rodman, more yards? Are we going to see the joys of a field goal?
No.
I mean, if there's too little time left in the second quarter.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
You don't buy it? They really only need one more play that doesn't stop the clock and doesn't get a touchdown.
They're going to go for it.
Red 16. Red 16. Red tonight.
They're going to knock themselves out of the field goal as Wheel Turner will score a touchdown.
Touchdown Turner, what the heck was that? Turns out my old build sucked. You know what, Ziegel?
That could do
the
it.
thing about Axis.
Well,
Are what you want to be. They're ephemeral. As far as I can tell, nothing I've done has ever made my player perform better.
Well, so what's good is when we get to 21, which comes out in 8 days, by the way, I'm going to be using it to look at the player stats, and so we'll see what are the best stats for each position.
16. Red
Oh, that'll be
16.
amazing. Chiomi takes time to throw a beautiful contested pass deep downfield. You know, it was the right choice. It's the right choice with how much time there was left.
Yeah.
It's weird, 70 catching, no ints, 99 catching, tons of ints. I mean, that makes some degree of sense because, or are you talking as a receiver?
He's talking as DB.
Oh, well, I mean, that makes sense because, like, 70 catching's pretty low by our standards. 99 catching is competing.
Red 31. Red
So known as Saba sucks. Look, I can't.
Oh, that's so open. You don't give
Fence is
that.
gone.
Yeah, his builds were interesting.
Maybe why the Knights always fell apart at the end.
Remember that time the Vipers decided who their QB was via preseason games?
Oh my god, that was so much fun. Alright, folks, this game is a blowout, which means you can redeem lore questions for the low cost of 0. Ask away.
Red 16.
Couldn't do that.
Red 16.
As Chess is going to get a huge gain there.
Blue 26. Blue 26. Set.
How are you? I'm good. I'm just tired, busy, and overwhelmed, but other than that, can't complain.
9. Red 9.
Phil, how are you doing?
You know what? I have spent way too long
29. Green
making a map.
A map?
Yeah, I'm working on my homebrew setting. I'm not very good at drawing things. I drew a little salamander. I've drawn like a river. It was pretty good.
But Ziegel, isn't it playoffs?
Please update knives, pal.
Do I...
Ask the booth, do you like pineapple on pizza?
Ready.
No. Definitely not.
Tonight.
Ziegel, I probably won't update this week. I'm just too busy with stuff in real life. As I said, I'm leaving for a wedding on Friday. I have classwork due that I'm trying to get done tomorrow, and that's kind of my big focus. I also have a Shiva that I'm going to. It's been a week.
Yeah. Speaking of updates, though, can we talk about how well Gurin's done at getting a whole bunch of actives on the Wheelers?
Great job.
He's done a really good job. There's like 11 real actives on that team right now.
Yep. Rabbit did ask how much of an impact his running back will have. I think it's going to depend on where he plays. I think
It'll also depend on how running back works in 21.
that's true. I think it's very hard to gauge right now.
It's me, an active wheeler. You know what? Pow's right. Pow, very active wheeler. Also, the only one I had to do a big correction for their update on.
Green
That's
three,
amazing.
Green 3, set, go. Ready. Sit up. Green 17, Green 17, ready.
No, yeah. My updating for the minor leagues is really fun because you get to just teach people how to update. And then you're also the person who has to add the banked amount to their player page because the player creator doesn't have that.
That's just weird.
It is! You have to add that to every player page. Max earning now, baby? You know what? Maybe I should try max earning on a player for once.
By the way, Steptoe has scored 3 field goals tonight.
You know what? This should have been the field goal distance game.
He would have done it all single-handedly.
He woulda. It would have been great. The PBE is just a wild league.
Yep.
You spend 2 years on a player and maybe make the Hall of Fame.
Imagine max earning. Stacks gets what I'm at.
Kobe from the Froby is here. Do not worry.
Now that you're here, I don't worry.
Imagine making Hall of Fame. Hey, Van, I made Hall of Fame. It was pretty great.
Rufus Rochambeau will get that pick.
Green 1, go.
I want the Vipers to score a touchdown.
That's Taba Tabai.
Black 21, Black 21, go.
And
Oh, deep shot?
ooh,
Oh,
great pass from Shiomi, just didn't come out right.
you know what? It was good defense.
It was a great play though. It was the right call.
Just tuned in. Go Dragons. Well, you're a little late, Topher, but the Dragons are certainly doing pretty well for themselves.
Green 1, Green 1. Sit up.
Dayton Mack finds a wide open dash runman for getting them into first and goal.
That could have been such a touch. That could have been an easy touchdown. Just in time to see what I can do in garbage time. You had some real non-garbage time big plays.
Red 31, Red 31.
As big a play as can be when you absolutely dominate the game, but I'm at 57k channel.
Nice. You can get a couple of face gens.
I can get a couple face gens. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna redeem 3 face gens at the same time and give you an image of 3 faces.
You want me all just, you can just do one face gen redemption, just have 3 faces there and have it all combined.
I
into
know,
one.
but it would be kind of funny, wouldn't it?
Or you could just save them and we'll give them to someone you like.
Red 23,
But
Red
why would I
23.
do people I like? My god. They could pay for it themselves. Here's information, chat. If I like you, you should probably put points into the predictions. Otherwise, you're putting a strain on our relationship. As a commentator and a viewee. Mac had the best play of his career running for a touchdown, and that said, I sleep.
I'm still really excited for Week 9 as the Dragons take on the Twisters.
That's going to be a really good game.
I'm so excited for that.
Oh my god.
They will also play the Twisters again in Week 14.
Oh, that could actually mean a lot.
And there's another pick, Odion Muldoon. He's gonna not be able to take it to the house.
You know what? When you cut inside, you know you gave up.
Yep.
Can't wait to rage quit. Odion.
I think it's rage quitting if the Twisters win.
I mean,
look, as we saw, Secret Base published a beef history between Van and Jeremy.
Did you see Secret Base just uploaded the first part in the history of the Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, I got really sad
You did.
because it started with the Super Bowl.
Should we link it to TC?
Oh, absolutely.
Green 46. Green 46. Go.
He's a Saints fan anyway.
That's true. He is.
As Vince is going to make a man miss.
I'm still waiting for his video on Slim versus Goldface.
That
I'm
beef.
sorry, I don't think they'd upload a 2-hour-long beef history.
And you know what the worst part is? They only get through the first 5 days
Yeah, be 2-hour-long first part.
of a 12-parter.
Yeah, my God. I could just hear it. Few beefs have almost resulted in the collapse of leagues, but this is one of them. Is Slim still in this league?
No, not really. We can talk about that another time as the Dragons win 37-9.
No worries. All right, fantastic game. As I said, I will be leaving here. If someone wants to join the booth to save TLK from being alone, please do. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being here.
Yep. Good night, man.
Good night. I just lost scores. Hold on 1 second. 37-9. All right, we got our last game of the night. It is the Great and Mighty. I'm going to turn off my push to talk. Just make it voice activity. So this way then it's just easier for me and I'm not pressing a button to just talk to me. We end in Barcelona as one of the oldest teams takes on one of the newest. We've got a prediction that this is the week Barcelona gets their first win. So we'll see what happens. You know what? It could be close. I think the lack of kicker could be a problem, but we'll see. So let me just let the teams know that they are up. As we are getting our expert picks, Barcelona has the 11%. Game set up. Our stadium, it's a nighttime game because it's our last game of the night. It is clear and low winds. And you know, we haven't played in New York yet, and I want to advertise GFSA, so we're going to go there.
You okay? I'm going to join you in the booth for the last game.
I appreciate it.
I saw everyone abandon you.
It's usually how it goes. But nah, it's all good. Should be a fun game, so I'm going to just let the teams know. Oh no, I didn't click it fast enough. That one's going to be... I'm thinking about switching this angle in 21. Still debating it. I think because of the replay and the ability to see the big playmakers, that's kind of the reason why.
Yeah.
As Super Sanic's going to get a huge gain there.
Blue 33. Blue 33. Ready.
You think this is one of Barcelona's first best chance to get on the win column?
No.
Oh.
I sadly don't think Barcelona's going to come away with a win this season.
Oh. Is that because you have HO rush bias?
No, it's actually got nothing to do with my HO rush bias. So...
Oh, okay. But you did admit that you had it.
Yeah, well, it's a well-known fact. Who are we lying to?
I suppose.
But
you got your alternate caught a
yeah.
touchdown there.
So, but here's kind of why I think that Barcelona is probably not going to come away with a win this season, but that doesn't mean much. So, Barcelona's team is super young. Like, again, I always bring this up. They have no team on the field has ever been as young as Barcelona.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, 80+% of their team is rookies, and 90% even.
Yeah. The Knights were winless. They had mostly rookies. The Dragons were winless, and they had all rookies, essentially. But they also did something really smart, which is they paid Dayton Mack 50 and basically paid none of their other rookies anything. And said, great, because none of our other rookies are active, we're just going to tank the season. And then they signed a couple of, like, veteran wide receivers, and that was it.
Yeah.
But this is even more depleted than that. They have a bunch of pieces that I think are going to make the Nightmares a threat in 2 to 3 seasons.
Yeah,
But
but
I-
they'll need all. They'll
but
need
not
all
this
those
season.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember all the contracts if anyone got a big one, but
They got they all got big compared to average, but they didn't get like huge 50 TP deals.
right. Well, they just couldn't. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to really feel the
Exactly.
Red 10. Red 10.
Well, they did have that stipend, so it did help.
got a stimmy.
They do. Because our expansion teams get 30 in their first year, additional cap, then 20, then 10.
Black 8. Set. Go.
So how does it feel knowing you came in for the Lions? TLK will get his second touchdown. Thiaf is saying, please score a touchdown. I think Barcelona will score a touchdown tonight, though.
Okay.
It's kind of like you came in just as Vancouver didn't have any of the extra bonus cap space.
Yeah. I came in at a very inopportune time. Actually.
Yep. But you're doing
Last
great with
season
that.
was- Last season was shot. Thank you.
Tyson Rogue is going to be tackled for a loss here.
But no, I'm in the Barcelona locker room, and I worked with
Oh, yeah,
quite a bit in the off season,
Oh,
and I
oh,
think,
that drop.
Yeah, that was a bad drop. Well, I think they'll be plenty fine.
Oh, long term, I have no doubts in my mind that Barcelona is going to be a force.
Yeah, if they can retain everyone, maybe pick up a few free agents over the course of the next few seasons.
I think they can.
Yeah.
I think anyone who looked at this Barcelona roster as TLK is going to get his third touchdown of the night.
Wow.
I think,
Gen.
yeah. I think anyone who's looking at the Barcelona, anyone who was drafted by Barcelona and believes that this team was going to compete out of the gate was kidding themselves. I think they've probably all bought into the long-term vision.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's necessarily a problem in Barcelona.
Blue 19.
So where's where do you think the rusher at then? Obviously looking really good through one quarter in this one, as we're in the second quarter now. Where's the rush at? Because they lost a lot of key pieces in off season, and I can't remember their draft if they recovered some of those pieces or not. But
it's a great question. I don't want to answer that one yet. I'd like to answer it on Monday after game 2.
Okay.
When they're playing the Hammerheads, and I think that's going to be a better litmus test in this game.
Right. You don't think the game against the Lions in the opener was a good litmus test?
Oh, okay. So you're talking overall, not just within this game.
Not within this game. I just was referencing this game because it's occurring at this moment in time.
Gotcha. I'm like, they're doing pretty well in this quarter. I'm like, yeah, but this is not a good bar stick measure.
No.
As that's going to be incomplete.
Is that a TLK drop?
No, it wasn't. I refuse to believe.
Okay.
I think the Rush are actually going to. My prediction is the Rush are going to pick second overall.
Oh, so you think this is the bottom of the barrel bowl?
I do.
Interesting. But I guess direction-wise,
I think the Rush are in the right direction.
Okay.
I don't think there's any team. I think if I were to say like trajectory-wise where a team's at, let's assume that here we go. I'm gonna make a prediction, as that's going to be a fumble.
Oh, a fumble.
I think the Aliens, the Twisters, and the Dragons are on a downward trajectory since they're all undefeated still and can only go down.
Okay, okay.
But realistically, I would say probably the only team that I think is realistically on a downward trajectory out of all of these teams from like sort of where they're going to be this season versus next, I think you will probably see the Frost Giants being the only team that really loses a step.
Red 16. Red 16.
That's my actual prediction.
Okay.
Like, I don't doubt that the Rush are going to be a stronger team next season. I don't doubt that the Barcelona Nightmares are going to be a stronger team next season. Even if we take free agency out of the mix and say that there is no free agency shift that's happening, all of these teams that we're seeing right now that are kind of like not doing great are all going to improve and make a huge step forward.
Right, because all these teams, especially like Barcelona, who is largely 2-year contracted rookies, will
Yeah.
retain everyone, and as long as they're active, will only get better.
Right, and that, and also they're not really part of a huge regression group.
No, the regression's a big chomp, and that's the nice thing about the Lions and where that team is at, because I think even next year, the only person that's going to get chomped is Valor, as there's a fumble by Thunderball there.
And Barcelona gets a turnover in their favor. By the way, I want to talk about a quarterback who's been playing really well all season. And you may go, I don't know what on earth you're talking about, but Al Mcwigan,
Al Mcwigan.
the quarterback for the Barcelona Nightmares. Don't let the scoreline fool you. He has had one of the best ball security of any quarterback this season.
Really?
Really.
Are you sure?
Yeah, type stats Al Mcwigan, and you will be pleasantly surprised with his stats.
I'm seeing 3 touchdowns and 13 interceptions.
I'm very wrong.
That was I'm just looking in the Barcelona locker room. That was as of 6:23 this morning when Mr.
Yeah,
Al
no,
Mcwigan
so-
typed that. So I gonna respectfully disagree.
I rescind my previous statement.
But rookie,
Rookie.
active, obviously. I mean, if he's checking his stats this morning, so the ceiling is limited. I think he got one of the bigger contracts of the Barcelona rookies.
Oh yeah, and we're going to see
So-
quarterbacks playing a lot better next season, as Mac
Yeah.
Anthony will get a great catch there.
Yeah, looking forward to a lot next season. What is your implementation now that all the beans have been spilled for
We're
releasing access? I mean, is it going to happen before playoffs? Is it going to happen immediately? You're going to just do a clean break?
we're doing it at the end of the season.
Okay. This
What we'll
Thunderball.
probably do is we'll probably do the Pro Bowl in 21 because
that
it's the
makes
Pro
sense.
Bowl. Who cares?
Yeah.
And it's just for fun. And then we'll probably do a switch. I don't feel comfortable making an engine switch mid-season.
That would be that'd be a little tough.
I think I'd have angry GMs left and right. Rightfully so, especially because it's a
Yeah.
complete overhaul in sort of how they do things.
Yeah, the management side is much different.
Yes. If it was just like, hey, it's a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's a couple of other aesthetic things, Pro Bowl is the best game of the year. That's true, the Pro Bowls are fun, but we'll probably be doing it in the 21 engine. Because
we did that for the last Pro
we did that
Bowl
for the last
beta, and that went really well. I thought
it went
we'd have
phenomenally well.
We had some fallout from the for playing the next games after the Pro Bowl or something. But, it was good.
Yeah, the other reason, so I will be announcing this probably. What's going to happen is we're actually going to divert from our usual, and Pro Bowl is going to happen before playoff week this season. I will be
Okay.
out of state for a wedding during our actual originally scheduled playoff week. And I don't think I can get away with telling my friends, sorry, gotta stream, can't make it.
Well, that is interesting news.
Yeah, so we'll probably be doing that.
Mcwigan.
And he's going to be sacked, and because their kicker's a bot, that's going to be a punt.
Even if Barcelona only drafts a kicker, next draft they'll instantaneously get better.
Mm-hmm. There aren't any kickers in this draft, though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
granted, we haven't done any recruitment yet. And we have, I
Yeah.
think, a 14-person draft class already, so that's looking pretty good.
That's not too bad. Yeah, I think I saw a few fresh creates make some noise in yesterday's game that I did, and I think
Yeah.
there's we're not even halfway through the season technically, so still a lot of time to fill out that draft class.
Oh, absolutely. What are we thinking? Force and chat?
Maybe 4D, like as in will Toronto score over 40? As in Thunderball is going to number 42.
I think they're going to score over 40.
So
Just going out on a limb here, as Alpha Chat's kick is up and good.
So when you say playoff week though for that wedding, do you mean the playoff games and the championship?
No, so that part of the schedule isn't going to change. Like it's still going to be playoff round 1 Monday, playoff round 2 Wednesday, championship Friday. What is going to happen is instead of it being that and then Pro Bowl the week after, it's going to be Pro Bowl the week before and then that.
Oh, okay.
So it still keeps people invested. There's not really a long break between there, but there is a little bit of a break.
Sure. But so you talked actually about Al Mcwigan here being better with the ball, which is not the case. But in this game, no interceptions yet.
Yeah, it feels like he doesn't throw them till late. Wide open, Peter Tingle. Great throw.
But I mean, he's had a couple bad wide receiver drops.
Yeah, the drops have really hurt him.
So he's only passing like 50% right now after that incompletion. But he's got a touchdown right here.
Tingle! Vi, if you're still here, you got points on the board.
Points on the board. And that's what you
That's what you gotta aim for in these games.
Yeah, and I feel for Thiath because I wasn't quite in the same position as he was, but in a similar where, so like Lions started out like 2-1 last year and then lost every game after that.
Oh yeah.
Well, except we beat the Rush in the last week of the season.
But as of course you should.
Fun. As TLK, was that number 4?
Yeah.
4. See, that was what the 4s in the chat were for. 4 touchdowns for TLK.
And it breaks them over 40 and gets them 44.
If he would have missed it.
If only. Alpha Chad, you had one job.
Yeah. They should have won for 2 cowards, as Phil would say. But
Speaking
yeah,
of 2.
basically, I feel for that because like you have to take the little victories. You have to take like some good individual performances like an Al Mcwigan or a Tyson Rogue.
Yeah, or Peter Tingle.
Yeah, Peter Tingle. Like especially rookies. I know Theoth is Ragnarok. So like it's kind of weird hyping yourself. I mean, some people can do it better than others. I guess I can't.
I can't for the life of me.
But you gotta like plays like that and clip them and
Yeah.
really hype everyone up and if you have people doing even in the minor leagues, I can't remember if he sent anyone down actually. I don't know
He
if
did not. No.
Which probably doesn't make sense to do it anyway. But
Not for this. Neither expansion team sent anyone down.
But plays like that and just individual performances like even Al Mcwigan here like not a terrible game, almost 60% completion percentage. And a touchdown, and no interceptions. Like that's what you have to build off of.
What do you think? You think they're going to score again?
I think they will. Not by doing that, but if they would have hit that running back on the little out route there, that would have been potentially a touchdown. As he's got Val.
Oh come on! You got to catch
another
that.
drop.
Hi Dom, this is our last game of the night. Yes.
Sorry, Dom.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
And my prediction's wrong. I am 0 for 2 on the night.
It's okay. I'm going to start calling you Phil.
Yeah, not that bad.
Love you too, Dom.
Green 33. Ready?
Hey, Dom, if you're still in here, do you want me in the booth tomorrow? I'm kind of a I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind
Yeah,
of guy.
no,
So
I'm not sure if he's still here. You may just have to PM him.
I will.
No, Phil.
Uh,
Ah, he usually had trouble running both Discord and OBS.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, I thought Thunderball was gonna Cobra Kai it.
He might, as Barcelona calls a timeout.
Oh boy.
Yep, they're gonna
Oh
Cobra
no,
Kai it.
it's TLK. Why are you so mean?
Look, I'm gonna say this. This is
Look
pot
at
calling the
that
kettle
light.
black. It's
Holy
absurd.
cow. 5 touchdowns, almost 300 yards on just 5 catches.
Yeah, every single one a touchdown.
Wow. Somebody is I haven't seen Gurin in the chat. I
I
don't know if
think
he's in
he's been busy.
here. Or is he?
Yeah.
That's awesome though.
By the way, I'd like to say you really cannot complain about cold plays in the end of the game. After that Lions,
At the 2-point.
yeah. I'm sorry. There's a line I draw.
Okay, but to be fair, it wasn't a deep pass. It was like a 15-yard pass or 20-yard pass initially, and then Martinelli made everyone miss with blocks.
And then you went for
and
the
then went for
2.
two.
That's
Come
the
on,
part.
okay? You can't. What if they score 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, in 30 seconds. And there's the
Well.
interception. The aliens did win, yes. Yeah, Gurren is on vacation. Alright, well, thank you all for tuning in. It has been an absolute pleasure. Tomorrow we will have our Dev League, and then I will actually be back on Monday. So I will see you all then.
See you everyone.
Thank you, Dust, for joining me in the booth, and Dom will be streaming, so we look forward to seeing you guys there.
Yeah, always a pleasure.